everyone. My name is Mark Hookey with DemystData, and apparently I'm not a very good credit risk. How many people in this room have ever been rejected for a credit card they think incorrectly rejected? One, we got a few hands, 30%. Keeps happening to me. Apparently, it doesn't matter whether I go to America, Hong Kong, decent income, even if I'm applying with the bank that has my own money in the bank, I'm still getting rejected. So that was the genesis of this business, was me getting rejected for a $500 credit card. So I felt there had to be something fundamentally wrong with the information and information systems supporting banks, and also the technology supporting banks. So we set about to build DemystData, and we're addressing a few problems. We're addressing insufficient data, we're addressing rigid technology, and we're addressing fragmented engagement within banks. And what we're doing is replacing all of that with a simple process of aggregating customers and merchants' online data and feeding that into predictive scorecards, which help banks personalize every touch point with customers. So to give you a more concrete example of that, what we found in working with some of the risky lenders in the world, and also with some traditional banks, is that almost half of the rejected credit applicants are type 2 errors, to use the statistical jargon. They're incorrectly rejected. And the fundamental issue here, as we well know in Asia especially, is banks aren't rejecting customers because of because of bad data. It's not about delinquencies. They're rejecting them because of a lack of data, good or bad. So we come in, we aggregate unstructured and structured data from the major social networks and search engines, package it up into nice, clean, easy to understand data sets, and help them have more confidence to extend more credit. And they've been able to grow something like 20% without any increase in risk from the leverage of this new data source. So think of it as a complement to the traditional credit bureaus. There are two things our product does. First, better raw data. So here's me, and I'm on Twitter. Here's my name, where I live. People can look up data from email and or IP address and or phone number and or merchant name and or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The issue these days isn't a lack of data, it's a lack of structure for data. So what this platform does is take the world of information and make it available in a structured, real-time API. We also help banks package it into use case-oriented predictive scores. So we're working with some lenders on default risk orthogonal clusters. We're looking at response models. We're looking at collections prioritization. We're looking at small business loan risk. It's all fundamentally the same underlying architecture, which is, let's take some online information, find confidence for ourselves. Is this a real person or small business? Where have they transacted in the past? And how does that translate into meaningful scorecards? And we create a nicely organized set of APIs which they can ping at real time and which deliver real-time clusters. We are in a rather crowded space, and there's a lot of smart people up there on the board. Essentially, one of our main points of differentiation is we've got deeper data in the risky loan space, so thin file customers, merchants, so we have some deeper data than the Dun & Bradstreets of the world, emerging market customers where employment data is very lacking, and youthful customers who don't have a rich credit file with the Experians of the world. So we've got deeper data. One of the other things we do that's a bit unique is it's a bit of a self-service transparent model. So we don't have huge setup costs and statistical build costs. The smart people within banks can go in and configure their own scorecards. Our team is well suited to exactly this. So we have an engineering team in Hong Kong that has spent a lot of their time in financial services, data and technology construction. I had a previous startup which was in analytical optimization, which we sold into LexisNexis, so very familiar with how the existing businesses work. And I've got partners that are managing the conversations with most of the big banks. We're doing well. We've got some of the largest online lenders, and we've got a few big banks, about 60 or 70% US, but increasingly it's in Asia, where the existing systems leave a lot to be desired. So we're here today to see if we can meet some more potential customers. We'd like to talk to financial organisations that want to use this sort of data to better personalise every touch point with a customer, whether it's marketing optimisation, credit optimisation, cross-sell optimisation. Good timing.
Good timing.